Let me just say the National Day right off the top. Today is National Mental Health Day. And at first, I didn't really know what I wanted to do for it, because if you weren't aware, I already have an episode talking about mental health. But that was before the reboot. And after some thought, I decided, in honor of the day, I figured that I would open up an open dialogue about mental health. Because we've all been told it's important to have a dialogue. But it's hard to be the first one to speak, especially with it being the internet and it being exceptionally common for people to grab onto any weakness you show online and tug on it, especially if you're someone like me who's trying to be a YouTuber. So, I'm just going to speak about it a bit, and if you try to cyberbully me, remember, your mom's a hoe and your friends only hang out with you because they're all fucking her. So, as you might have picked up from, well, me, I'm autistic, or have ADHD. Regardless, at baseline, I'm neurodivergent, which, if you remember from the first time I talked about this stuff, might actually be the majority of people. Now, for me personally, I don't really care to tell the difference, because I get along just fine in my life regardless of what the diagnosis is, and I have ways to cope with and work around it. Regardless, my neurodivergence has both been a curse and a blessing my entire life. On one hand, I really appreciate my ironclad sense of justice and fairness, and this entire channel wouldn't exist without my neurodivergence. On the other hand, I am dense as a motherfucker and don't trust myself to understand if someone's into me or not. And the amount of agita and hatred that certain sensations, actions, and words give me is, let's just say, destructive. Not particularly helping is that I'm diagnosed with both depression and anxiety, two things very common for neurodivergent people to have. And while I'm managed on medications, those meds are not cheap and are also a pain in the fucking ass to get. The insurance company doesn't like them for some reason. Regardless, this double dicking of dopamine denial has made me largely into who I am today, both for better and for worse. And while I've had some dark moments throughout my life, and the kinds of shit I think about are at the very least deeply morbid to some people, I think I've come away mostly okay. But here's why I'm talking about this and laying it out to you, stranger on the internet, because you and your mental health is valid. And it's okay to be open with people about it. It's okay to get help for it. It's okay to live with it. And it's okay to admit that sometimes it gives you benefits and drawbacks, even if you are entirely neurotypical. Which, if that's the case, I don't know how the fuck you got here. But regardless, just know that at the very least, this channel and its community, that will hopefully begin growing soon, is a safe space for you. You're always welcome, and you deserve to be able to tell your story. So, yeah, bye.